Fans can't believe it. Dylan Wang and Shen Yue share a secret moment caught on camera. K-drama Haven family. There are friendships. There are co-star bonds. And then, there are moments that leave fans questioning everything they thought they knew. Because when it comes to Dylan Wang and Shen Yue, nothing is ever ordinary. And just recently, a secret moment, captured by cameras when they thought no one was watching, sent shockwaves through the entire fandom. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because what you're about to hear will leave you breathless. The unforgettable reunion. It had been years since Meteor Garden 2018 took the world by storm. Dylan Wang, the charismatic F4 leader, the face that stole millions of hearts. Shen Yue, the nation's sweetheart, whose innocence and warmth defined a generation of K-drama heroines. Their on-screen love story wasn't just a drama. It was a cultural phenomenon. But after the cameras stopped rolling, life pulled them in different directions. New projects, new co-stars, new journeys. And yet, no matter how many years passed, fans never stopped asking one question. When will Dylan and Shen Yue reunite? The night it happened. And then, it happened. At a recent industry event. Elegant gowns, flashing cameras, the usual whirlwind of celebrity glamour. Dylan and Shen Yue found themselves in the same room once again. First it was formal. Polite greeting. Handshake. A smile that seemed casual. But then, came the moment. Cameras were rolling. Phones were out. Fans were watching. And yet, in a corner of the room, they seemed to forget the world existed. The secret glance started with a look. Dylan leaned in, whispering something that made Shen Yue laugh. Not the polished, polite laugh for cameras, but the real one. The kind that made her eyes sparkle and her shoulders shake. And then, the cameras caught it. The way his gaze lingered on her just a little too long. The way she instinctively touched his arm when she laughed, as if no time had passed at all. The way, for a fleeting second, they weren't Dylan Wang and Shen Yue the celebrities, but Dylan and Yue, two people who once shared something magical. The internet explodes. The clip was only seconds long. But that's all it took. Within hours, fan accounts had posted it across every platform. On Weibo, the hashtag trended at #1. Hashtag Dylan Shen Yue reunion. On Twitter, fans screamed, "No one can tell me this isn't love. The chemistry never died. Look at them. Are we finally getting G-by 2.0 in real life?" TikTok edits turned the glance into a cinematic masterpiece, slowed down with romantic music, zooming in on every tiny expression. Millions watched. Millions believed. Behind the curtain, insider whispers. But here's the twist: K-drama Haven family. Multiple insiders who were present at the event claim the cameras didn't even catch the real intimate moments. One staff member revealed. They kept talking even after the photographers moved away. At one point, Dylan adjusted Shen Yue's dress strap that had slipped, and the way she looked at him. It wasn't acting. Another insider whispered. They seemed lost in their own world. It felt private, like we were intruding. If true, then what fans saw in that viral clip was only the surface of a deeper truth. Why this moment matters. So why is this single glance shaking the world? Because Dylan Wang and Shen Yue aren't just any co-stars. They're the faces of one of the most beloved dramas of a generation. They're the what-if couple, the ones fans never got closure on. And now, with just one captured moment, hope has been reignited. Are they still in touch? Did their on-screen love spark something real that never faded? Or was this just two friends caught in a tender moment? The legacy of G-by lives on. For fans, it doesn't matter what the truth is. What matters is the feeling. The way Dylan Wang and Shen Yue still have the power to make hearts race, years after Meteor Garden. The way a single laugh, a single glance, can transport millions back to that first moment Dao Ming-si fell for Shan Kai. It's not just nostalgia. It's magic. And that's why Dylan Wang and Shen Yue will always remain more than just co-stars. They are a phenomenon. The announcement that shook the industry. It started as a rumor. Anonymous posts on forums. A blind item that hinted at a legendary co-star reunion. At first, fans didn't dare believe it. It was too good to be true. But then the news dropped officially. A new drama. A high-budget romance series set to air in 2026. And the leads. Dylan Wang and Shen Yue. Together again. The internet meltdown. The moment the casting was confirmed, the world stopped. On Weibo, the announcement post hit 1 million likes in under an hour. On Twitter, hashtags like hashtag Dylan Shen Yue reunion and hashtag Meteor Garden magic returns trended worldwide. TikTok exploded with edits, with fans screaming, crying, falling to the floor in disbelief. One fan wrote, "This isn't just casting. This is healing. This is destiny." Another said, "I've waited 7 years for this moment. The legends are back." The first table read. And then came the behind-the-scenes footage that broke fans' hearts wide open. The table read. Simple room. Scripts in hand. Cameras rolling for promotional material. Dylan walked in first, tall, charismatic, that same playful spark in his eyes. Moments later, Shen Yue entered. Elegant, glowing, smiling nervously. The instant they locked eyes, the room shifted. For a moment it was like time folded back to 2018. No scripts, no cameras. Just two people who had once created magic together, suddenly realizing they were about to do it again. And when they sat down beside each other, exchanging quiet jokes, leaning close to whisper lines, the staff couldn't stop smiling. An insider leaked. Even the directors couldn't believe the chemistry was still so strong. It felt like they never stopped being a team. The red carpet reunion. But the moment fans truly lost control was the press conference red carpet. Imagine it. A sea of flashing cameras. Reporters shouting questions. Fans screaming from every corner. Dylan steps out in a tailored black suit, radiating confidence. Shen Yue appears moments later, dressed in a flowing pastel gown that makes her look like a goddess. And then, he reaches out his hand. In front of the entire world, Dylan offers his hand to Shen Yue. He takes it. Their fingers interlace. Not just for a photo, not just for a moment, but as though they were two halves of a story finally reunited. The crowd goes wild. Screams echo. Photographers lose their composure. Fans watching live streams cry uncontrollably. It wasn't just a press event. It was history. Why this reunion means everything. For years, Dylan and Shen Yue carried the weight of Meteor Garden on their shoulders. For years, fans begged, prayed, demanded a reunion. And now it was real. Not a rumor. Not a dream. But a living, breathing moment. Because their story isn't just about acting. It's about how two people, through timing and fate, created something timeless. And now, the flame was alive again. The legacy continues. As filming began, whispers spread fast. Staff said they couldn't look away from them. Even rehearsals felt like love stories unfolding. And fans knew. This wasn't just another drama. This was the continuation of a legend. The chemistry. The glances. The way they gravitated toward each other naturally. It was all back. But deeper. Stronger. More mature. Because Dylan Wang and Shen Yue weren't just recreating history. They were writing a new chapter. K-drama Haven family. Tell me, do you believe this reunion is just about acting? Or do you think fate is leading Dylan and Shen Yue toward something even bigger? Are we watching a professional partnership? Or a love story waiting to unfold? Drop your thoughts in the comments because this story, like Dylan and Shen Yue, is far from over. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe, because the next chapter will only get more legendary.